season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Now they'll try the right side. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up and tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Robbins. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Barney. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Big noise in the Big House for this huge 3rd down play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get up.
Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Drives to the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Wolverine. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Odom. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You've got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
Fires on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strength.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team.
Ball is loose, and this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Took care of it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And
got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Robbins. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air. It's Underwood. Right on the money. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The short hands, it's Barney. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Escapes the sack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes a connection. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Just keep slinging it. That's reeled in. It's Morgan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. Got his man all by himself. Allowed and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pitch up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to.
Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to run it. He's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Odom. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
There he goes. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. The Vols have this offense rolling. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or there was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
With the catch, it's Bell.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Wolverines will have it first and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Sherrill. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Makes the catch. It's Sherrill. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the steps. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Right back to the well. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it will be a 60-yard attempt. That's caught. It's Sherrill. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown ball! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback Wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Floating away. The throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and all gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Shakes off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the balls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. Got enough space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Gets it out quickly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Underwood. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this?
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them.